Hey y'all, happy Thanksgiving. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make some special cranberry sauce to share with everybody at Thanksgiving. And so the recipe called for the calimyrna figs. However, all I could find were the black mission figs. So just checking to see, and the story is both varieties have a crunch of seeds, both are sweet and can be used interchangeably in recipes. And they say that the calimyrna figs have a sugary crystalline coating on the outside, and that they have a slightly deeper flavor than the mission figs. However, I believe that that is going to be okay. I also have some organic pitted dates, which the recipe does not call for, but if it seems like the figs need a little something extra, I'm going to add a few dates to the recipe. So basically, the recipe is 12 ounces of cranberries, a cup of red wine, and they recommend a Cabernet, so this being an alpha, this is what I got. And then 6 ounces of figs, and then an orange, because the peel is going to go into this. So I'm going to get started, and thanks for joining me. So step one is to remove the stems from the figs and then to coarsely chop them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I will show you in just a moment, because I know you all know how to remove stems and chop figs. Back in a second. I've got 1 cup of coarsely chopped figs. Now I'm going to add that to a small saucepan with 1 cup of wine. I'm going to bring the wine to a boil with the figs and then remove it from the heat and then let the figs steep covered for about 30 minutes. So I will do that and be back, and I'll show you. Okay, let's go over to the stove. So it's heating up. Here in New Mexico, I have the great pleasure of cooking on a gas stove rather than the electric one I had in North Carolina. So it's been a couple of decades since I had the pleasure of cooking on a gas stove. So I'm quite enjoying this. Anyway, this is slowly coming to a boil. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off now and put a cover on here. Set a timer for 30 minutes, and we'll be back in just a few through the magic of videography. I've gone ahead and rinsed the cranberries off while the figs are steeping, and I'm just pulling out any that don't look so good and the little stems and whatnot, and we'll be ready to go to the next step. So I've got the wine steeped figs. Nice and tender, good flavor now. Get those out of the way. Our next step is cranberries in the saucepan with the wine and some orange zest and sugar, and I'm using the moringa cane sugar, and it's 3/4 of a cup. So I'm going to go over to the stove and I'll meet you over there. Pouring the wine in. Okay, now this just needs to come up to a simmer. And I just need to keep stirring this until the sugar is dissolved and the cranberries burst, so the mixture will get slightly thickened. This is going to take about 10 or 15 minutes, and I need to get the orange zest in here as well. Got the orange zest in there, and lowering this down. So just simmering so the cranberries will start bursting. So it is getting thicker. We got about another 4 minutes before adding the figs back in. Then once the figs are added back in, I'll remove the orange zest and then just let it come to room temperature. Okay, timer just went off, so I'm turning off the heat. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the figs. out the orange zest. The piece. Well, once again, y'all, this smells really, really good. So what happens now is this comes to room temperature, and then it gets refrigerated, and when it's time to serve it, bring it back out to room temperature. But since Thanksgiving is not today, this is going to be in the refrigerator. This will keep for many weeks in the refrigerator, and I will list the website that I got this off of. Thank you, Martha. This is the cranberry sauce that we all enjoyed at your beautiful home last Thanksgiving. So now this year I get to share it here in New Mexico. I'm quite excited. And I'm just gonna lick the spoon. Oh wow, yeah. That is really good. Okay, see you in the next video. Till then, be blessed. Have an awesome Jupiter day. Jupiter celebration of all good things on Thanksgiving, and we all have much to be thankful for. So see you in the next video. Okay, so I did end up putting dates into this. A little bit of clove, a little bit of allspice, a little bit more sugar. So I would say there's now 3/4 of a cup of that sugar in here. A small pinch of salt, and it really, really tastes good. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you in the next video. Till then.